the sooner you might declare yourself to Tilda. I always wondered what Hans Moring thought of there being no books in my aunt and uncle's house. He couldn't help but notice this, him being a philology student. Me, I always felt a house that contains books, not just a Bible, has a concealed spirituality. And maybe I thought that because so few people in middle economy left their books in plain sight. Reading was a private enterprise when it occurred, especially of novels. Come to think of it, Marlis, most of your mother Tilda's reading took place in the 3-room middle economy library, the only stone building in the village, located a short walk from the bakery. And I recall your mother shaking off a winter cold by the wood stove at home and saying, "This afternoon I've read straight through a collection by Catherine Mansfield. It's called In a German Pension." Catherine Mansfield is from New Zealand. Her stories are too excellent to summarize. I shouldn't say no books were in the house because your mother Tilda signed out the Highland Book of Platitudes on her 18th birthday. How do I know that she never returned it? Because I'm looking at it right now. It's on my kitchen table. It's possible she considered the Highland Book of Platitudes, despite all propriety, as a kind of birthday gift to herself. As far as I know, the librarian at the time, Mrs. Bethany Oleander, born and raised in Newport Station, didn't get after her about it. Then again, I doubt that the Highland Book of Platitudes was in great demand. The book has a frayed red leather-bound cover. Yet the book was in demand nightly by your mother. She kept it by her bedside. Late some nights I'd hear her read from it aloud, never bothering to whisper. I'm jumping ahead a little here, but I remember the first time Hans Moring came to dinner at our house. She boldly said, "Come see my library, Hans," and took him by the hand and led him into her bedroom. Door kept open, naturally. I chaperoned from the hallway. She said, "Take a look at this book, Hans. It's called the Highland Book of Platitudes. It's inspirational." My aunt served tea in the parlor. We were all there, my uncle, aunt, Tilda, Hans, and me. Hans took it upon himself to take apart and put together the word platitude, as the rest of us listened. It's not that platitudes can't say important things, Hans said, but in the dictionary meaning, I won't be exact here, platitude is a statement that's basically dull or trite, but spoken as though it's brand new, the way many politicians present their ideas, for instance. You understand. I don't find the platitudes in my book in the least dull, Tilda said, not a single one. And with that moment, I was immediately alerted to two things. First, the fact that Tilda was not pleased. Second, maybe Hans had fallen just a little from grace, and that was my hope. Well, thank